all One Piece characters who are stronger than Gojo Satoru. When it comes to the all-time strongest list in the anime world, there are a few names that quickly come to mind. Goku, Saitama, Naruto, Sasuke, Might Guy are some of the most popular names in the debate, and of course, we have to mention the man behind these famous words. In all the heavens, I alone am adorned. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Gojo Satoru. Gojo Satoru represents the pinnacle of the Jinjutsu sorcery world, with his revered 6 eyes and limitless technique. His ability to take down otherwise difficult curses with ease earned him the moniker the strongest. However, despite being renowned as the strongest, Gojo is not without limitations. While fighting different special grades, we have seen Gojo push to the ultimate limits. And let's not forget his fight with Zenin Toji, where he was essentially killed, even if this eventually led to the actual birthing of the Gojo Satoru. Based on these, it wouldn't be entirely wrong to say that while Gojo is undoubtedly the GOAT of the Jujutsu world, there are certain fights that he would not only have a hard time winning, but could also potentially lose. Ladies and gentlemen, what this means is our dear old Gojo might not actually be the strongest there is out there, especially in the anime multiverse. I mean, a one-on-one clash between Gojo and Saitama would be a battle for the ages. Today, based on this possibility, we are going to be considering the top 3 One Piece characters who might be stronger than Gojo Satoru. Fasten your seatbelts, folks. This ride is about to get bumpy. In the number 3 position, we have the world's strongest creature, the Beast Man and head of the Beast Pirates, former Emperor of the Sea, Kaido. Kaido has been a Yonko of the sea for a long time, and a pirate for an even longer time. One thing Kaido is known for is his unbridled strength. A strength that, I might add, rivals that of Jujutsu's greatest sorcerer. Kaido earned the moniker of the world's strongest creature due to his extremely durable skin, toughness, and general ability to not die. This guy literally fell from a sky island in an attempt of suicide, and walked it off with only a slight headache, and get this, we aren't even sure if the headache was from the fall or from too much alcohol. Given Kaido's adeptness at Conqueror's Haki, the first question we need to answer is, would Gojo Satoru be able to stand in the presence of the king? The answer to this is an easy yes. Gojo has proven through his battles with special grades and the King of Curses, Raidoman Sukuna, that he has the stones to stand face to face with the best of the best without cowering in fear or feeling underwhelmed. A battle between Gojo and Kaido is one that would last a while, and that might just be where Kaido has an edge over Gojo, in durability. Kaido has been known to fight and survive lengthy battles spanning long periods of time, and while Gojo has been able to last a full day without turning off his curse technique before it became automatic, we've also seen Gojo almost have a full-on nervous breakdown due to a fight. Admittedly, it was cursed more by mental than physical exhaustion, but we did see him panting for a breath a little bit when he was done. Kaido, on the other hand, is able to take long fights, receiving multiple life-threatening hits from the strongest worst generation pirates around without losing his steam for battle. Ladies and gentlemen, this single ability might be the deciding factor in a fight between these two colossal titans. At number 2, we have the world's strongest man, Whitebeard Edward Newgate. The name Whitebeard is a name that has come to represent both power and durability to the younger generation. This man in his prime took on Goldie Rogers, the Pirate King, on many heaven-rending battles and lived to tell the tale. But that's not all. When Whitebeard decided he was ready to die after kicking Blackbeard's royal butt, he did so standing with a magma-sized fist hole in his chest. Yet on his back, there was not a single scar because Whitebeard never turned his back on any enemy and fled. Interestingly, the same can be said for Gojo Satoru, or can it? Well, I'm glad you asked, because there was that one time when he wasn't really feeling himself, even if arguably it happened before he actually became the Gojo Satoru. Remember that one time when Zenin Toji came visiting and casually messed up both of our big boys? Well, rumor has it that Gojo actually did run a little on that day. So, would a man who's run away from a battle before be strong enough to defeat a man without a scar? Your guess is as good as mine. For one moment, let's ignore who ran away and who didn't and score them exclusively based on abilities. On the one hand, we have a man whose ability is so strong that he creates tsunamis with his punches. This man literally punches reality as we know it. But the contender is no different. Gojo Satoru is so powerful that he has to tone down the use of his curse technique because an excessive amount from him can destroy everything within his space. It's a tough call. And don't get me started on his domain expansion, a domain so powerful that anything that enters into it literally fades to nothing. His unlimited void truly deserves to be called unlimited. So So, if we call Gojo's limited technique his own version of Conqueror's Haki, or Haki generally, would he win against Whitebeard? The man whose Haki is so strong that when he clashed with the Pirate King, their swords literally didn't touch. These men create their own limitless void without having a cursed technique. Due to durability and raw strength, I think Whitebeard would come out on top. But in terms of speed alone, Gojo definitely is faster. A whole lot faster than Whitebeard. As an honorable mention before we get to number 1, we have Ronino Zoro, just because he is Zoro. Zoro is that unpredictable Joker card that you cannot help but add to a discussion like this. With his 3-sword technique and his ability to cut through anything if he puts his mind to it, I'm surprised he hasn't wandered into the Jujutsu world and cut Sukuna down all by himself as a side quest. Yeah, Zoro is that badass, but would he be able to take on the limitless Gojo and come out on top? I don't think so. Still, it was worth mentioning because, like I said, Zoro is Zoro. In number 1 we have... wait for it. Yep, you guessed right, the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates and currently one of the strongest characters in the One Piece world, Monkey D. Luffy. I know, you Gojo fans are probably going ballistic right now, but hear me out. Gear 5 Luffy is an absolute beast of a man. The very first place I would like to compare these two phenomenal characters is in the area of domain expansion. Yep, what the Jujutsu world calls domain expansion actually exists in the One Piece world too, and you've probably heard of it. Ladies and gentlemen, I raise you Devil Fruit Awakening. The awakened form of a Devil Fruit, from what we've seen so far, has the ability to grant its user control over the area around him, making the area take on the attributes of his Devil Fruit. And what exactly is domain expansion? Bringing everyone and everything around you into a world where you have absolute control. Now, we've already said some stuff about Gojo's unlimited void domain in which he floods you with the infiniteness of the universe in a matter of seconds. In the Shibuya arc, when normal individuals were exposed to his domain for 0.2 seconds, they acquired 6 months of information. So yes, Gojo is actually that powerful. This then begs the question, can Gear 5 Luffy defeat him? While the answer is not a total positive yes, the indications are a lot. Spoilers ahead, if you aren't up to date with One Piece, this would be a good time to turn off the video. Well, look at you, surging ahead all the same. Gear 5 Luffy, as we know, is the Sun God model Nika, not the Gomu Gomu no Mi as we earlier thought, and what this gear gives him power over is reality itself. His domain literally is that he can control anything around him and make it become whatever his creativity allows. We saw it with Kaido when he turned him into a skipping rope. Imagine how much of a flex it is, skipping with one of the most powerful creatures in your universe. And while that's a great flex, an even greater flex would be you clicking the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Done? Great! Anyway, when Gojo and Luffy clash, we would be looking beyond their endurance as both of them have been shown to have great endurance. Instead, we would be focusing on their domains. As with the fight with Sukuna, this battle would be a clash of domains, with Luffy's creativity being put to the utmost test. Gojo's infinite void would come out racing against Luffy's mental prowess in creating, but I don't know if Luffy can lose. I mean, he's not called the freest pirate of the sea for nothing. To earn that name, even his thinking must be unhinged. When the domain of two kings clash, the greater king comes out on top, and by ever so slight a margin, I think Luffy might come out on top in this fight. And with that, we have come to the end of today's video. And now, I'd like to hear from you. Who do you think would win in a brawl between Gojo and these characters? Are there any characters we should have mentioned? Would you like to see any of these fights animated? Let's talk in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and turn on that notification so you know when we create more videos like this.